Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're well. I'm just going to ask you something now. How many of you, and hopefully some of you will relate to this, how many of you have had little moments in the day where little moments of stress, things have gone wrong, things have been challenging, or somebody said something or done something, and that then contributes later on in the day to a little bit of an outburst, and unfortunately it upsets yourself, it upsets others, people you love, etc. Now, obviously this happens in all walks of life, but it can become very limiting in terms of your relationships with people, how you want to connect, etc. Now, this used to happen to me all the time, of course it did. And it was frustrating. It used to make me feel low and, a bit sad, a bit upset that's what it was coming to, that I was out having an outburst with people that I didn't want to. But of course, I'm beyond that now. I'm all good, but I appreciate there's people that's not. So I'm just going to go through a couple of things that I certainly focused on as well as I was going through a bit of a journey. Was I used to couple my little moments with stress with little moments of de-stress. So, for instance, if something had happened in the day, I used to take a step back. I used to reflect on that emotion, what's gone wrong, etc. Well, what can I do to de-stress myself in that situation? And of course, it could be take myself out of the situation. It could be that I go and write things down. Why am I feeling that way? What is the solution to that? How could I respond or react better than that? The breath is a perfect example. 3 deep breaths, or whether you want to do a meditation or something like that. Again, a perfect way of taking yourself away from that scenario situation that stressed you. Some people take themselves for a walk. So, for instance, sometimes workload, family can be quite overwhelming. And when you get that opportunity to sort of take yourself off to go for a walk, or it might be going to the gym, or it might be going for a social engagement with somebody to obviously, have a chat or a talk. Now, these things take a little bit longer than a short little mini dose of de-stress. But sometimes that's needed depending on the severity and the scenarios and how long this has gone on for. But certainly there was things that I thought, actually, I know there's going to be challenges. I've got to reframe them and think about them a lot differently. Of course I have. But what can I introduce throughout the day that's going to combat those levels of stress and have something, a little solution to go, well, hang on a minute, I've identified it, I've tagged it. I'm now going to couple that with something that's going to de-stress me. And that consistency and that perseverance with that certainly helped. Now, of course, I'm a human being at the end of the day. These things are going to happen. But what I certainly don't do is I don't beat myself up and think I've failed. Because I 100% wanted to make sure that I wasn't stressing myself out or didn't say something I didn't want to, etc. You've got to be compassionate with yourself. You're a human being. Treat yourself like you would your friend in those sort of scenarios. Short walk and talk. But just wanted to sort of talk to you a little bit about, when you get those mini moments of stress, where can you put those mini doses of de-stressing? And that certainly helped me, and hopefully it might help others as well. So cheers guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.